Hello, and welcome to the October 29th stream of Skin Deep Development. I am Brendan Chung, and today we are going to continue working on our environmental pieces. Let's load up our first one. Yesterday I added some audio, so you'll hear some sounds today. So this thing spews out gunk. Still figuring out what that thing actually does. I think right now it's like a algae refinery, and it's gonna like spew algae into a vat. I'm not quite sure how what the algae does to living things. We'll figure that out. And this is the FTL drive. Yeah, turning out okay. I like the particle effects that come out when the thing moves. We kind of mask the particle transition here by making a little puff appear for the nozzles. It's kind of I don't know, it's fine. All right. One thing that I'm not sure about is I tried to do an optimization where the light inside that blue rod turns off, or is supposed to turn off, when it's being hidden. But I think my optimization might not be working. So let's do a test. What we're gonna do is, here we go. We're going to, actually, let's do this instead. I'm gonna hide the sheath, the animated thing, and we're gonna see if the light still stays on. The light is supposed to turn off when it's not being used, but I don't know if that's working. Light is on. So it should turn off after the sound stops. Oh! The light is not turning off. Alright. That's good to know. Rod light off. Rod light on, rod light off. Alright, let's figure out why this is not working. So I thought this is supposed to turn off the light. Let's go check out Quadrilateral Cowboy. Let's see if I'm doing something similar here. Where am I calling the off command? Not too much places. Okay, I'm just calling it Looks like I'm not doing anything fancy. Origin, texture. Let's try doing this flag right here. Set radius, bind. Yeah, let's try that out. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Alright, the light is on. And it should turn off soon? Now? Huh. Light is not turning off. The light is not turning off. Rod light. Why is this not working? Is it because it's a texture? No shadows. Let's try it one more time. In the chat, Get Color says, "Oh hi, I started making games after playing Atom Zombie Smasher. Cool to catch your stream." Oh, cool. Thank you. Yeah. I'm glad. I'm glad you're making cool stuff. I think it's always fun to hear when people play my stuff and then start making games. That's definitely how I started. I just started playing I think Doom and Half-Life, and then those kind of inspired me to make my own stuff. All right, let's change this so that we go directly to the correct test map. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Let's try that. Set radius. Still not working. Let's try it one more time. Oh. Is it working now? So the light is on. Now it's off. Okay. Why is it working now? It's because I'm using a texture on it, that's why. The texture is affecting it. Okay, alright. Let's turn up. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to this texture. Give me 1 minute. Okay. Rod. All right. So there's something in here that is overriding the ability for the engine to turn it on and off. Let's try that. Okay. So this debug shows how many lights are touching a given area. Okay. All right, so it is working now. Well, this makes things a bit more tricky. RGB. Well, okay. This is really weird. Let me check one more thing. Go colored. Okay. All right. So we need to control the colors not through the shader but through the code, which is fine. We can do that. Skins spotlight. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to. There we are. Okay. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're going to go to here. Your color is 0111. And that should be it. Hopefully. Light is off. Light is on. And light should turn off. Okay. Looks good. Okay. Red, green, blue, because we don't need you anymore. Okay. And we're going to remove our debug. All right, let's see the final thing. It'll look exactly the same, except have slightly better performance. That is invisible. Great. Looks good. Let's check that in. What did we do? All right. Okay. Good, good, good. Something that I want to make a bit better is the... Right now, particle effect is not playing at the correct position. So, let's make that better. So here's the mesh of the thing that animates. And when the thing opens up, we're playing a particle effect right here, which is the correct position. The problem is we don't really have a bone at the correct position over here on this side, because the particle effect plays at the root of the bone. So it plays right here, which is not what we want. So we're gonna do a little tweak. Whoa, whoops, whoops, whoops. There we go. All right, so we're gonna grab you. Go all the way down there. Something like that. And let's give you a nice name. What do you call this? End piece 1. Good, good, good. And we just got to export all of our stuff again. Idle, open, 180, export, anim, open, close, 48, export, close. Okay, okay. So now we can modify this thing. And let's go replace that with the bone just made. Cool, that should be it. Perfect. Looks good. Let's watch it one more cycle just to make sure it's working. Slow motion. Yeah, that looks great. Cool. I love it. Looks good, looks good. So that's something we should think about when doing future models, is to make dummy bones at locations at which we think we'll need to play a particle effect. Just to make our lives easier. Okay, all right. I think this FTL is looking pretty good. I'm gonna turn off audio so that we don't annoy ourselves. All right, so here's the computer, and we're not doing anything with it at the moment, but I was thinking we can make a little dummy console for now. I think we're still not quite sure what's gonna happen with this GUI, but let's figure it out. Kind of want to organize this folder a little bit better, but it's kind of a big mess. We're just, all the files are just sitting around. I kind of don't like that. I kind of, so I could do it two ways. I could either make a new folder, which is like game GUIs, and throw everything in there, or I could move all of these into like system UI backend folder, which I kind of want to do. Kind of feels like a better solution, but would be more of a pain in the butt to do. Assets map. Well, let's see what happens. Base GUIs. What happens if we throw main menu into here? Actually, let's throw a HUD and a main menu. Let's see if the game explodes. Okay. Doesn't like that. Ooh, I hope I'm not making my life more difficult by doing this. Base player. GUIs system HUD. Oh, I'm doing this and this feels like a mistake. System cursor. Well, it runs. All right. Yeah, this is a mistake. Let's not do this. You go back in there. you get deleted. And here comes the magic of source control. We can magically undo everything we just did. Revert. And everything is pristine and wonderful. Okay. All right, we're going to instead do plan B, which is make a new folder. Game folder. Okay. All right, and let's copy a GUI from Quadrilateral Cowboy. So this is what it ends up looking like. We just have this giant folder full of stuff. It looks kind of a mess. All right, we're just going to copy you. FTL computer. FTL computer. Oops. All right. Well, let's try to throw this GUI onto here. Let's double check how we do this. Okay, just some GUI. Nothing fancy. GUI's game FTL computer.GUI. Well, let's see what happens. Hopefully, there should be a little GUI screen on the FTL computer thing. Well, something's going on. All right, let's work on this little GUI. Let's check. Do we have a thing called textures GUI vignette? We do not. Well, let's try to fix that. GUI's assets. There we are. GUI's assets. What's it called? Vignette correct. Hey, look at that. Got something appearing on the screen. Let's also chill out with the screen shake. It's a little bit much. It's a little bit better. All right. Yeah, let's work on this GUI. I kind of like this font. This font's kind of nice. All right, where is it? Where are you? There you are. I don't need that. Scan line. Let's take you out. This is a bunch of stuff we don't need. Main screen. Let's minimize all this stuff. interaction. Don't need that. Okay, nice and simple. Okay, so what color do we want the screen to be? I think a nice like powder blue would be really nice. Something like that. Nice baby blue. What is that? 0.81. 0.81. Let's check it out. Ooh. It's a little bit. How about let's desaturate it a little bit. About this one. 0.6, 0.88, 0.95. Let's try that. It's kind of too lifeless now. We want a little bit more color. Point 0.5, 0.9. Yeah, that's okay. But now the text is hard to read, isn't it? Yeah, I don't like that. Let me just make it darker. 0.44, 0.8. Let's try that. Ooh. I feel like we've just circled back to where we started. But that happens. That happens sometimes. All right, that's pretty good. Let's make, I don't like how there's such a little margin up here. I think the vignette is just eating into it. So let's do that. Let's make that better. $60. That's a little bit too much. 40. All right, that feels pretty good. And let's make the letters easier to read. Let's make it bigger. How do you spell this again? S-J-O Gren. What do we call it? Faster than light hyperdrive. Yeah, looks pretty good. Just a placeholder for now so that we can build it up later. Yeah, let's add some like screen effects here. GUIs, assets, scan line 64. Let's look at what that is. Scan line. All right. Let's copy you in here. Oh, it's not what we wanted. Huh. Why is it doing that? GUIs, assets, scanline 64. Should look like that. Ah. Scanline scroll. How about let's try this. Scan line 32. Aha. That looks closer to what I want, but doesn't really explain why this one does not work. Like, I'm guessing the lines are just so close to each other that it looks like black screen. Let's try this. How about let's try this. 1280, 960. What? Base assets. Well, I don't know. I'm kind of stuck on that. I don't know why it's being weird. We will return to that later. I don't know what the deal is there. Yeah, it's just rendering weird. Anyways, we have a dummy placeholder for the computer monitor. That's cool. Awesome. Okay. All right. Something that I wanted to add to the FTL that I totally forgot to do was add a builder's plate. For those who don't know what that is, it looks like something like these. You'll see these on like big machines or big industrial things. It's like a plate that the manufacturer puts on the thing. And I think it would be a really good fit for this thing that we're making. So let's make one. I don't know. Let's go check if our model for the FTL already has room to add to it. Let's see. Schema TGA. Well, we got some room right here. It's not a lot of room though. I wonder if we could squeeze it in here. Let's open it up. FTL. If only I moved this UV somewhere else, like maybe right here. I wonder if we could squeeze it right there. It feels like we should use this space right here for something. Yeah, let's do some surgery here. We are going to open you up. All right, so we're gonna grab you, and we're gonna move you down there. I'm gonna shrink you down a little bit, like so. And that will leave us a bunch of room here. That's like I think that'll be a really good size for what we want to do. I'm gonna save that. Go back here, TGA. All right, I'm gonna go in here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is gonna grab all of you, and we're just gonna move you right there. Something like that. And then you look something like that. Is that right? That looks pretty good. Cool. That looks pretty good. Uh-oh. Oh. I forgot that's a line. Oh, right. No, that's not a problem. That's fine. All right. Looks good. Looks good. Let's save you. Yeah, let's make a builder's plate now. Let me go back to Photoshop. Can you group? Okay, so it's going to be a light gray metal plate. Something like so. Yeah, looks pretty good. Then we're going to shrink you down. Select, modify, contract. 64? Sure, that's fine. A little bit darker. Okay, okay. So the reason why we're trying to plot out as much space as possible is because I like it when text is nice and crisp and easy to read. I think sometimes text has some legibility problems when it's very low res. And so I try my best to make it very instantly readable. I don't want the challenge to be in deciphering what a letter is. Okay, so we are going to SJO Gren. And I think the font we used was Poppins. Bold. Turn that off. Let's make you the same color as this. Yeah, looks okay. And I'm going to make you medium. Okay, let's just do that. Let's look here. Okay. Oops, that not work. There we go. All right, so we got some text, and let's make some text fields. Make a new layer. And And I like to make things line up with other things. I like to have as few elements as possible on a thing. And so to do that, I like to make these margins line up so that it minimizes the amount of visual elements that we have. Nice and clean. Let's make you bigger. Okay. Model number. It took me forever to realize that Photoshop has a built-in rounded box tool. For years, I was just manually making rounded boxes, and it took me way too long to do them. And then one day I learned about this, and it made my life so much easier. It's not really... Alright, that's good. On top. Okay. All right, what's the model name of this thing? Done. Courier new. And make it black. And bold. Does that look good? Well, let's make it a little bit bigger. Let's add a number. Sorry, a letter. M. Perfect. Great. I love it. Let's shorten you a little bit. Okay. What else? What else do we want? Oh, you know what? Let's make a little callback to Flotilla 2. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, so we got the manual for Flotilla 2, and let's take a look at some of the pages, and maybe we can steal some stuff. Missile boat. So this is a sequel to a game I made called Flotilla, and I made a manual, and there's some stats here that are fun. Don't know if they're applicable to what we're doing. Oh, here's some fun stuff. Yeah, I like that. Oops, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna make a new group for this thing. You, and you. Cool. Let's make you a nice even number, 80. Okay, you are gonna be throughput. I'm gonna stretch you out. And what do we got in here? So for Flotilla 2, I made a fictional unit of measurement called Jamma Joules. 4.5 Jamma Joules. Yeah, sure, that's a good number. Yeah, it makes total sense. Beautiful. Yeah, that'll work for now. Looks good. Looks good. There it is. And let's put you in here. So we're gonna create a plane. I'm gonna move you over here. And we're gonna rotate you. Something like that. Okay. Now, just project you onto here. Proportions are pretty good. It's not bad. Huh. Turned out pretty nice. All right, let's check it out. Hey, look at that. Looks cool. Okay, let's export this. And JSkin. TGA. I'm going to resize you to a reasonable size. All right, so it should appear in the game. All right, kind of works. How is this? Let's make it a little bit bigger. 1.5, and let's make it a little bit higher. Something like that. Export ASC. All right. It's much better. I think this position's a little bit weird. Yeah, I don't think it looks kind of strange right here. Let's move it to the other side. 180. Go over here. And we kind of eyeball it to be about right there. And let's try this out. Okay. So let's move it higher. How about there? Hey, that's not bad. It's a smidgen lower. Like that. I went too low. All right, I think that should be it. That feels great. All right. Okay, cool. Our little thing. All right, I'm gonna call it a day for now. Cool. Yeah, thanks for joining me today. I think we're making good progress on our things, and we will continue this next time. All right, see y'all later. Have a good Tuesday. Bye for now.